I'll take the Git class one more time. Okay.
Excuse me, sir. This is Ramnaran here. Before going to the session, I'm having some doubts, sir. Can I ask you, sir?
Yeah, sure.
Sir,
You can call me Tushar, yeah, not sir.
Sir?
Okay. You can call me Tushar, not sir. Okay.
Like related
Okay.
to DevOps only, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, how DevOps engineer update his day-to-day work, sir?
Because first we'll learn DevOps. Okay, so later on we'll come to know everything. Okay.
Like you will be explaining ticketing tools, sir, Jira and ServiceNow also.
No, you'll be using all those tools, right?
Means this Jira and ServiceNow will be included in our curriculum, sir.
No.
Like
I won't explain any ticketing tool. I won't explain. I'm sorry.
ITL processor like incident management, change management, problem management, severity and criticality.
Yeah, I will explain. Okay, ITL. Okay.
Sir, in Ansible, yesterday I have taken the course detail from Durga Soft, sir. In that Maven it is also there, but whatever you have said in the demo class, like Nagios monitoring tool, it is not mentioned in that curriculum, sir. Course content.
Okay, there might be a publish the old one. Okay, I will inform them not to share that one. Okay, I will share the updated one to that.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yes, guys. Fine. Let me continue. Okay, it is already started recording. Okay. Fine, guys. So first we'll start with the Linux part, and then we'll go for our DevOps section, guys. Okay. So in the last class, we was working on not DevOps, the Git introduction and installation and creating a repositories. But because of some of the commands, you guys felt difficulty. Hence, I thought of starting with the Linux part only. Okay. So today we'll start with the Linux, and later on we'll go for the DevOps section. Okay. So Linux is started in the year of 1991 by Linus Torvalds. He is the guy who invented Linux here. Okay, in the year of 1991. Okay, Linux is a multi-user and multitasking operating system. That means multi-user in the sense, for example, in a same machine, you will be having the multiple users. Okay, the same machine can be accessed by the multiple users, guys. Okay, and multitasking as well. Multitasking in the sense, in the same machine, you will be accessing the multiple tasks you will do. So, like in a Windows machine, how you used to do, right? Okay, the in a copying or creating your files or whatever it is. Okay, like that, you will be having the multiple tasks in your operating system. It supports multiple user and multitasking operating system. Okay, so Linux is an open source operating system. Open source operating system in the sense, it is a freely available software. We no need to purchase a license for using this software, guys. Okay, like our Windows machine, we used Windows 10, we used to purchase a license for them, right? Here, for using any of the Linux operating system, we no need to purchase any license here. It is freely available. We can just download, install and use. Simple. Okay, then Linux is a case sensitive. Case sensitive in the sense, like some of the commands, if you are in a small letters only, we need to write. Suppose, for example, if you write first word in the capital letter and rest of the things in a small letter, means it will not allow, it will throw an error for you. Okay, it is a case sensitive. Okay, Then comes the what are the different flavors of operating system, Linux operating system. Flavors in this case, in the normal language, we can say means the ice cream will be the ice cream only, but we'll be having the n number of flavors, right? Like a strawberry, chocolate, vagara, vagara, right? Okay. In the same manner, here also you will find the different Linux flavors here. Okay. So what are all those flavors? Okay, like Red Hat, okay, Ubuntu, CentOS, SUSE Linux, Fedora, Debian. Okay, so all these things. So all these are all the different flavors of the Linux operating system. Okay, fine, guys. Okay, okay. Then how the Linux operating system boots here. Okay, so Linux operating system boots in the sense how the light whenever you switch on your computer, how the machine boots here. Or means how the machine starts here, right? So you'll be having the 6 processes here. Okay, the first process is the BIOS. Okay, so BIOS stands for basic input output system here. Okay, and it first search for the first searches and loads the bootloader program. Okay, so bootloader in the sense your operating system, where it is available, that is what do you call, your hard drive or pen drive or any other devices is attached. So for like that it will search for the bootloader program. Okay, it searches for the bootloader in floppy disk, CD-ROM or hard disk. That is what I told. Okay. Once the bootloader is detected and loaded into the memory, once it finds that bootloader program, it finds and uploads to the memory. Okay. And BIOS gives the control to it. So once it finds the bootloader program and it will use the permission to execute. Okay. In simple, BIOS loads and execute the MBR boot record. Okay. So what is this MBR stands for? MBR stands for Master Boot Record. Okay. Yeah, here I to mention here, right? Okay. MBR stands for Master Boot Record. Okay. It is located in the first sector of the bootable disk. Okay, and it is less than 512 MB in size here. Okay, that means it is located in the first sector. Like in a, you might be saw the what do you call this hard disk, right? The what do you call? Just a second. Yeah, this one. So this is the hard disk, guys. Okay, so these are all the some plates we say. I forgot that word. Okay, so under this plate, under first sector, you will find your MBR. Okay, it will first search for it. Will first sector is the bootable disk is the MBR. Okay, it is the first sector in the bootable disk. Okay, so under this plate, in the first sector, it finds the MBR here. Okay, and the size is 512 MB in bytes. Okay, sorry, 512 bytes here. Okay, in size. Okay, it contains information of the grub. So what is this grub then? Okay, grub stands for Grand Unified Boot Loader. Okay, it's simple. In the MBR, once it finds the information of the grub, then it simply loads the MBR and executes the grub. This MBR, what it will do, it will execute this grub. So what is this grub? It stands for Grand Unified Boot Loader. Okay, so what is the task of this grub here? Okay, so the task of this grub displays splash screen and waits for the few seconds. If you don't enter anything, it will load the default kernel image specified in the grub configuration file. See, suppose for example, guys, you're in your same machine, if you have installed the multiple operating system. Okay, when you switch on your computer, okay, so one splash screen will come if you guys aware of it. Okay, because in earlier days we used to do the same. Okay, in the same machine we used to use the multiple operating system like Windows, Linux, like that. Okay, but nowadays nobody is using like that because there is a separate solution is there. Okay, if you want to use a multiple operating system, we can use the virtual workstations, VMware, then what do you call AWS cloud, right? So there are a number of ways we can, if you want, you can use a multiple operating system. Okay, but in earlier days we used to do that. Okay, in the same in the same machine, we used to install multiple operating system. So at that time, what happens is what do you call this grub used to ask us which operating system it has to load. Okay, suppose for example, I have installed Red Hat as well as the Windows 7. Okay, so at the startup, my machine will ask which operating system it wants to load here. Okay, either Linux or either Red Hat or Windows. So that information it will display here. Okay, and this configuration will be stored in this location, boot grub.config. So this is the configuration file you will find here. Okay, under this configuration file you'll find the kernel information. It contains information about the kernel and init.rd images here. Okay, that is the initialization images. This in simple load load the grub and execute the kernel and init.rd images here. So okay, so under this information, when it finds the grub, okay, so it then loads the kernel resource and then init.rd images here. Okay, that init.rd stands for initialization. Then kernel. So kernel then okay, sorry, no kernel, right? Yeah, mounts the root file system specified in the root. Okay, so in the here I mentioned you right grub.config. Here you'll find the kernel information as well in the configuration file. Okay, so once it kernel finds that, it will mounts. Okay, then kernel execute the initialization program, that is a sbin init program. So sbin in the sense, here you will find the secured binaries for my program here or my operating system here. Okay, the init was the first program to be executed by the kernel. Okay, in Linux kernel it has a PID. Okay, that is a PID stands for process ID. Okay, so init, when it finds this when the kernel execute this sbin initial program, so init was the first program to be executed whenever your machine starts. Okay, my Linux operating system starts, so this was the first program init. Okay, by the kernel. And init.rd stands for initial RAM disk here. Okay, so first it will allocate the RAM for your operating system here. Okay, so init.rd used by kernel as a temporary file system. Okay, so init.rd used by kernel, it is used by kernel as a temporary root file system until when it requires kernel is booted and real boot file system is loaded. So till at what time it works? Okay, until the kernel is booted or loaded. Okay, until that this init.rd will be running here. Okay, once this kernel is loaded, booted, so this will be vanished. Okay, and root file system will be loaded here. Then comes the init here. So what is this init line? Okay, so it is located in the location of etc init tab. Okay, so here you will be finding a number of options for the initialization of your program. Okay, so 0 stands for hard, 1 stands for single user mode, 2 stands for multi-user with and without NFS. Okay, so 6 full-time multi-user, unused, double one, and reboot. Okay, so these are all the options you'll come to know while working with the Linux operating system. Okay, so in a simple example I can say means, so if you wants to reboot your machine here, okay, in a command line, if you wants to reboot your machine, okay, that means you wants to restart your machine. So what we can do is just execute the command init 6, this numeric 6. Okay, like this. Okay, so just execute the command init 6, it will reboot your machine. Okay, it will reboot your machine. So like that, these are all the options is available. You will come to know with the demo class. Okay, so these are all the run level programs, guys. Okay, depending on your what type of initialization level we have done here, right, in the above here. So zero fault art, single user mode. So based on that, here you'll find the configuration files here. Okay, okay, guys. Then directory structure of the Linux here. Okay, how the Linux operating system directories here we have mounted here. Okay, there is a directory structure of Linux. So before that, let me start any of the Linux box. Okay, so for that I will use the AWS cloud. I have access here. Let me start any of the machine. So guys, if any time any doubts, please let me know. Okay, Just a second. Fine. So guys, I think in the last class I told you how to create the instance here, right, in the AWS cloud, if I'm not wrong. Okay, thank you. Okay, till it starts, let me go for the theory part. Okay. So guys, if you don't know about how to create the instance and all, don't worry. While taking the class with the Git, again I will explain. Okay. Fine guys. So this is my Linux box, guys. Okay, Linux machine. How to check the operating system here? Cat. So you'll find the OS related information in the location of. Okay. You'll find the, so guys, every most 99% you will find the configuration in the location of etc. Okay, under etc directory you will find almost all entire configuration of your what do you call operating system and your configuration of your any of the applications as well. Okay, like in Windows, how you'll find all the what do you call operating system and application related files in the C drive, right? In the same manner, here you will find in the /etc directory here. Okay, so I want to check the OS version of, I don't know which OS it is, I don't know, hence I want to check. So where it will be available under etc, you will find a one file called as a OS. Okay, OS stands for operating system. OS hyphen release. Okay, under this location you will find here. Okay, and to read the any files guys, okay, so in a Windows machine, if you wants to read any of the text file, okay, how we used to do in a notepad, right? Okay, notepad or word or like that. Okay, so here we used to use the cat command. So cat is used for reading the any of the contents of your file guys. Okay, so suppose for example I don't know what exactly in this file is available, I want to read this. Okay, what I can do, I can pass a word called as a command called as a cat. Okay, it is only for reading guys. Okay, not for writing or anything else, only for reading you can use this cat command. Okay, so let me check. So what is the version here? So cat etc OS release. Okay, here you can see the name is Amazon Linux, the version is 2. Okay, and ID like CentOS, RHEL, Fedora, these are all the combination they have made guys here. Okay, hence it is. So Amazon Linux I'm using, the version is second version, and it is a combination of CentOS, RHEL and Fedora. Okay, fine. Let me go for the directory structure now. First guys, okay, first you find the bin directory. So in the bin directory you will find almost all binaries guys here. Okay, binaries in the sense, see, as you know, the Linux boxes is command line utility only. Okay, So here there is no GUI kind of thing. Okay, everything you need to work in the commands only. So we should be very much thorough with the commands, guys, here. Okay, first thing. So where it will be available? Okay, it will be available in the directory of bin directory. So here you'll find all the binaries here. Okay, let me show you. Slash bin. Here you can see guys, how many files is there here. Okay, if you want to check the, okay, total 855, guys. Okay, 855 files is there in this bin directory. Okay, so here you will find all your commands like creating a directory, cat command, vi editor, grep, ps, whatever, whatever, extra, everything is almost, not almost, entire binaries will be available in this location slash bin directory. Okay, this slash indicates the root directory, guys. Okay, this indicates the root directory here in the Linux box. Okay, then, okay, then comes the boot. So it is the static files of the bootloader. Okay, so here you'll find the boot regarded information here. Okay, then dev files, that is a device files. Okay, so if you wants to attach any devices like mobile camera or any extra files, okay, any extra devices if you attach, so those files will be stored under this slash dev here. Okay, so where you'll find all these things. Okay, sorry, let me clear the screen. Okay, so df hyphen h. Okay, here you can see slash dev. Under this location you will find the your device related files, guys. Okay, so df hyphen h stands for, if it disk freeze, okay, disk free space, and h stands for human readable format. Okay, so if you give only df, see, it gives some of the binary numbers here like this. Okay, I don't understand what exactly this binary numbers here. Okay, I want it should be in a human readable format here, right? Hence I used to pass df hyphen h. Okay, h stands for human readable format. Enter, and now you can see the available space is 475 MB. Okay, and before you can see 485,444. Okay, so this one is available space was there. Okay, so instead of that we can use the df hyphen h. Okay, that is for disk free space. Then so then etc, that is what I told you, guys. Almost all configuration files you will find in the etc directory here. Okay, there is a host specified system configuration. Okay, then comes the home directory. Okay, there is a user related home directories here. Okay, so in a Windows machine, whenever you create any user, right, so under user you'll find some of the files here, right? So like that you will find the, for every user you will find a home directory there. Okay, then libraries, lib stands for libraries for your operating system. Then comes the media. If you mount any of the removable device like mobile camera, pen drive, hard, additional hard disk, so those information you will find in the slash media. Okay, so okay, it is not showing as of now. If you attach, it will show. Okay, you will find, you will get a one more mount point here like this media. Okay, so whenever you attach any of the pen drive, right, in your my computer, it will throw extra, it will show extra device like here, right? In the same manner here also it will show a slash media here. Under that you will find a whatever the additional device you attach, that it will display here. Okay, then then comes the mount, mnt. Okay, mount the temporary mounted file system. Okay, it mounts the temporary file system here. Okay, and slash opt, so it is an application software packages here. Okay, add an application software packages. So whenever you create any of the application, right, by default this location will be available, guys. Okay, here it will be nothing is available. Okay, whenever if you want to do any extra task, if you want to access some of the if you want to put some of the files, you can put in this location here. By default it will give here. Okay, let me show you as well. Okay, slash opt. Okay, see here. As of now, I'm using AWS container, hence it is showing like this. Okay, so by default, it will be nothing will be available in this location here. Okay, so this is my Docker machine. Okay, you can see here Docker info. Okay, hence it is showing. But in the if it is a fresh server under /opt directory, you won't find anything, guys. Okay, it is for free user available. Just a second. Okay, yeah, then yes bin. So what is this yes bin then? So we have already discussed with the bin directory. And again, what is this yes bin now? So yes bin stands for system binaries, guys. Okay. So what is the system binaries then? Okay. See, as I told you, Linux is a multi-user operating system here, right? Okay. So in a same machine, if there is a multiple users is there, so we can't give entire permission to the normal user to do his execution like a he is just like a king in the operating system. For that we'll have a root user. Okay, so root user can have any, he can do anything he want, but the normal user can also do anything he want, right? But to overcome this issue, okay, so what this SBIN is will be available with the only with the root privileges. Okay, so only root can execute the this SBIN binary. So what you'll find in the SBIN binaries then? Okay, here you will find the binaries like a changing the ownership of the file here. Okay, so suppose for example, if the normal user, I have set the permission not to execute any of the scripts, nor you should not change any of the file permission like execute or ownership of the file. Like I suppose for example, if the file is it is my file, okay. So and he wants to change 100 to his permission here, so it will not allow. Okay, only root can do the those such kind of issues here. Okay, so how to rectify that one? By using the SBIN here. Okay, using S, you'll find the both. Okay, here binaries and SBIN will have a both of the binaries, but SBIN will be having the secured one. Okay, only root can execute these SBIN. Okay, commands. Then SRV stands for service provider of the file system here. Okay, then temporary, it stores for the temporary files. Then here USV stands for user related information. Then var stands for variable files. Okay, then /root home directory for the root user. Then proc virtualization, documentation, kernel and process status as a text files here. Okay, here it will find the process related information, guys. So this is about the some of the basic information regarding your Linux operating system, guys. Okay, any doubts or any yeah, any doubts, guys, please let me know. Okay, so if not, I will continue with the commands.
Hi, sir. This is Ram here. Sir,
Yeah,
you
Ram.
are multiple user means if I log out also another user can easily operate, no, sir? Linux is a
Sorry.
multi-user in the starting slides, starting page, I think.
Yes, 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 yes.
Multi-user and multi-user. If I log out, also another user can use the same system, no, sir?
Yeah, he
Without
can
log.
use.
Hmm.
No, without permission, with using his own username and password, he can log in.
Okay, sir.
Okay, let me continue, guys. Okay, so guys, as of now, you can see here. Now I'm in the EC2 user. Okay, whenever you log in into your AWS machine, by default you will find the this EC2 user. So this EC2 user is the normal user, guys. Okay, EC2 user is a normal user. Then how I needs to go to the root user? Root user. That means root will be having the entire privileges here. Okay, so how to go to the root now? Okay, so just execute sudo -i. Okay, then you will go to the root user. See, guys, now. So root is the just like a king in a Linux operating system. Okay. So let me clear the screen. Fine, guys. Okay. So we'll go for the some of the basic commands. And okay, so first thing guys, okay, how to create a directory here, okay, in a Linux box. Directory in the sense in your Windows operating system. Okay, if you want to create any folder here, you can see the folder, right? Just by clicking the on a new folder, or new folder is going to be created here like this, right? So in the same, how we needs to create any directories in a Linux operating system. Okay, so for that we can use the command called mkdir. Okay, and give the name. Okay, mkdir and give the directory name, whatever the name you wants to give. Okay, so just enter. Okay, if you don't get any output, means this command is executed successfully guys. Okay, no, if you wants to check one more time, you don't know. Okay, see here, the directory has been successfully created. If you wants to display the message here, okay, whether it is successfully created or no, you wants to check. Okay, how to do that? Okay, just I'm altering this book directory only, and pass the extra parameter -v. -v stands for verbose guys. Okay, let me enter. You can see mkdir created directory. This is the directory name, DevOps 123. And how to check this one guys? Okay, so the directory has been created or no. Okay, how to check? By executing ls. Okay, that is for listing. Enter. Here you can see that both the directories has been created, DevOps and DevOps 123. Correct. So how to use the command mkdir and the directory name we need to give. Okay, it will create a directory. So how to delete this one guys? Okay, now, so in a line, in a Windows machine, if you do the right click, okay, so you have created the directory like this. Okay, how to delete that? Okay, by doing the right click, and if you click on delete, it will get delete here, right? So how we need to do the same in the Linux box here? Okay, so for that we can use the remove. That is rm stands for remove dir. That is a directory I'm going to remove, hence rm dir. And which directory wants to remove? Okay, so this is the one, DevOps 123. Enter. And now check. See, this directory has been deleted now. Okay, fine guys. Okay, now we have created, now we know how to create a directory and how to remove directory. Okay, now the question arises guys, how I need to go into this directory now? Okay, DevOps, I have created a one directory by name DevOps here. Okay, so let me show you here. So I am created a one directory here. Okay, like this. Okay, like in the same manner here in the DevOps, I wants to go into this new folder. How we usually goes? By doing double click here, right? Then the same how we needs to do in the Linux box then. Okay, so for that we can use the command cd. Cd stands for change directory. Okay, and give the directory name. Okay, enter. Okay, and you can see now I'm in the this location DevOps. So how to check the location guys? Okay, I have successfully what do you call it, the login into the directory, but I want to check the location here. Location in the sense here in the task manager, if you, sorry, here in the, okay, here, if you wants to check, get the location here by doing this, just a second, by clicking on here you will get the entire absolute path. It is in the E drive key pair in the new folder. So this is the location. Okay, in the same manner how we needs to check in a Linux box then. Okay, so for that we can use the command pwd. Sorry, so pwd stands for present working directory guys. Okay, enter. See here, so this is the location. Got it? Okay guys, any doubts please let me know. Okay, then
If you want to copy that directory location,
yeah, I will come here. Okay, okay, no questions. I will come one by one guys. Okay, so any doubts regarding these I mean comments, let me know. Okay, So copy, move, how to copy, how to move, change the permission, everything I will explain. Okay, fine guys. Okay, now if you wants to create any of the file, now I have created a directory here like this. In a Windows machine, I have created a directory called as a new folder. Under this, I wants to create a one file here. Okay, so how we used to do in the Linux machine, sorry, Windows, by doing the right click and under new, you'll find the text document. Okay, that is a text file, and here I will write whatever I want. Okay, in the same manner, how we needs to do in a Windows machine, sorry, Linux box then. So for that guys, we use, there is a two commands. Okay, so let me show. Okay, first is touch. Okay, then second command is vi. Okay, so touch command creates the file with a 0 bytes. Okay, that will be, nothing will be available. Okay, so let me show. Let me clear the screen. So for clearing the screen guys, you need to execute clear. It will clear the your terminal here. Okay, sorry, yeah. Now as of now here you can see here there is no file says there. Okay, now I want to create a one text file. Okay, with the 0 bytes. That means the only the file has to create. Okay, under that there will be nothing will should be available. That is a 0. Okay, the how to do that. So for that you can use the command touch. Okay, touch is a keyword. It will create the 0 file size. Okay, so what will you, let me use the git only. Okay, not git. Okay, we'll use Tushar. Okay, touch Tushar. Okay, so what it will do, it will create some one file by name Tushar with a 0 size. Okay, that means content will be nothing. Enter and check the file. See guys, see the root size here, 0. That means content is nothing here. So how to see the content guys? Cat Tushar, right? See, nothing is there. Okay, if you want to create a simply a one file with a 0 bytes, then you can use this touch keyword. Okay, now let me remove this file rm. I'm just removing. Okay, remove regular empty file. Yes. Okay, now I want to create a file. Okay, by name Tushar. Under that I want to add some of the content here like this in a notepad, how I added here, right? Something here in the same manner I also create a one file here. Under that I want to add something. Okay, how to do that? So for that we can use the vi editor guys. So in the day-to-day activities we use this vi editor guys. Okay, in a Linux box. Okay, this is very very important. Linux box, sorry, vi editor. So how to create a file guys? Okay, so vi is the editor and give the file name. Okay, give whatever the file name you want. Vi Tushar. Okay, enter. So guys, this is the one window here. It will call as a, okay, this is a one terminal here. Here we can write whatever the content you want, like just like your notepad here. Okay, so here by default it won't allow, okay, to write anything. Okay, so what you needs to do is press I in your keyboard. Okay, press I, sorry. Okay, or else, just a second. Okay, press I in your keyboard. It will come in insert mode. Then only we can pass any of the word here or any sentence or something, anything like that. Okay, you need to press insert. You need to press I in your keyboard or insert button in your keyboard. Anything is okay. Okay, then write the content here. Okay, welcome to, okay, welcome to my session. Fine. Okay, now I have added this one guys. Okay, so how to save this one? Okay, in your Windows machine, in your what do you call, in the notepad, by clicking on this file save or save as, this file used to be stored. Okay, so the same how we need to do in Linux box here, Linux machine here, right? Okay, here you can see there is no file, nothing. Okay, only commands is there. So how to do that guys? Okay, so for that guys, you need to press escape key in your keyboard. Okay, once you escape here, this insert will go, guys. Okay, press escape key in your keyboard, then press shift plus colon. Okay, this symbol, semicolon and colon will come, right? This symbol, okay, colon and WQ. Okay, WQ stands for write and quit. Okay, enter. Okay, now I have successfully done with this. Okay, so how to check the content, guys? Again, same command, Tushar. See, here you can see now, welcome to my session. This is the content which I have wrote down. Suppose, for example, guys, unexpectedly I have opened some of the file here. Okay, and I pressed the insert keyword also, and I wrote something else. Okay, I was not knowing this. Okay, I don't want to save this file now. Okay, so how to do that? Because I don't want to save this file. Without saving, I want to quit. Okay, again, same, escape, shift, colon and Q, and enter. Okay, it is saying that no write. Okay, you add this negate symbol, guys. Okay, escape, shift, colon, Q, and with the negate symbol. Okay, and see the content now. Okay, only that welcome to session is there. So whatever the by mistakenly or whatever the sentence I have added, it is not stored. Got it?
Hi, sir. This is Ram here.
Yes, Ram.
Sir, you have said for clearing the screen, we will use clear command. But if I scroll up, when if I scroll up, sir, then whatever the commands we have done, it will be showing, no, sir. Then what is the use for clear commands?
See, as of now, something is there here like this. Okay, I want to work here. I don't want all these things to display here like this. Okay, I want to display only this thing. Okay, because unnecessary things I don't want to see here. Okay, at that time you can use the command clear. It will clear your terminal. Whatever the commands you executed, those things will be available there only, but it will not display for you. If you scroll down like up here, it will display.
See, it is not clearing the screen, right, sir? It is clearing only the terminal.
Yeah, that is what screen or terminal. What is the difference here? See, this one I did something else here. Okay, I don't want these things should be displayed here. Okay, I'm executing something. Okay, so at that time we are doing it like this. Clear the screen. Clear the screen in the sense it is not going to clear your screen. Okay, it is going to clear your terminal.
Which means I think it would create a sufficient space to enter command service, right?
Sorry.
No, I think it will clear temporary whatever you have written the command, so it will give the space to enter.
Yeah, that is what it will give me a space to work here. Okay, see, if I start working here, so about what are the things I have done, I may get confused or something, right? Hence I don't want to see those things. Okay, hence I use the clear. It simply clears the command, not command, this is the terminal. It is simple. I suppose, for example, if your n number of tabs is opened, okay, I don't want unknown tabs should get open here. Okay, so what I will do, I will just simply close here, right? In the same manner I'm doing here, simple clear. Still confusion, guys?
No, see, sure, I'm clear. I'm clear on my side.
See, if you are not using, assume you are not using the clear screen. Okay, you have executed something, okay, and some error, okay, whatever it is. Okay, so now if in the bottom I was working, means under top you can see n number of things is showing here. Okay, so it may I feel I personally feel difficulty, guys. Okay, so what I will do, unnecessary things I don't want about things. Okay, So I'll just clear the terminal and I start working on that. If you don't want to use the clear script, then don't use. There is no issues also.
We recall whatever the clear content again.
Sorry.
Can we recall whatever the content we deleted? Just resume the clear.
It is not deleting anything. It is not deleting anything. Just it is clearing your terminal. It is just like a
Yeah, that's
slate
fine.
here. You know, in earlier days, we used to work on small kids, right? They used to work on slate. Okay, writing ABCD in a slate. Okay, if they want the space to work again, or if they want a space to write one more time, what they used to do, they used to clear that slate, right? In the same manner, I am doing here.
Sure. But if you want to see again those, is it possible?
Yeah, you can see the history command.
Okay, fine, fine.
You will see what are the things you executed, right? Entire thing will be displayed here. The history command. Got it? Ramanujan or something. Who's that name?
Narayan, sir.
Narayan. Okay. Yes, Ramakrishna. It is clear to CLS in the Windows. Okay. Okay. Fine, guys. Okay, then. So currently I'm in a which directory, guys? DevOps here. Okay. So how to check this location? By executing pwd. Right. Root DevOps. Currently I am here. Okay. So how I needs to go back here? Okay. That is in a root directory. Okay. Like here in a Windows machine where it went. This one. Okay. Under root directory. Sorry, not directory. Under this location here. I currently am in a new folder here. I wants to go back to the key pair. Okay, so how I used to do by executing, sorry, by clicking on this what do you call this tab, right? By back symbol. Just by clicking on this back, you will go back here. Okay, so in the same manner, how we needs to do the same in a Linux box. Okay, so for that we can use cd, that is a change directory, and give space and give two dots here. Okay, this will go back to /roots here. Okay, enter. Okay, you can see it has went back. You can see in the command wise also by executing pwd. See, so before I was in a root DevOps, now I'm in a root now. Okay,
Hi, sir. This is Ram here. Sir, this command also, we can execute this CD commands in Windows also, no, sir?
no, Windows command is different, Linux commands are different.
Only CD command. I'm telling
Yeah,
about.
cd we can, yeah, cd we can use. We can use that thing. Okay,
So if you want to create the folder under the DevOps Tushar.
okay, he wants to clear the content of DevOps directory, right?
No, if I want to create another folder inside the DevOps.
Okay, you can use the mkdir command. Mkdir, okay, -p. Okay, then under which location he wants to do? Under DevOps. Okay, so this is my directory, right? Under DevOps. Under that, he wants to create a one more. Okay, so what will give the name? Okay, let me give as a Tushar. Okay, enter. Okay, it's saying file exit.
We created the file.
Okay, see now. Under DevOps, I have created a Swaroop now. Okay. If you want, you can check CD. Again, I'm going to the DevOps directory. Under that, how to check ls-ltr. You can see D. That is a Swaroop. And in the first row, guys, if you see D here, that indicates it is a directory. Okay. If you won't find the hyphen here, then it indicates the file here. Okay, that is the difference how we need to identify directories and files here. Got it, guys? So first, whatever the D indicates, it is a directory. If there is no D in the starting, then it indicates that it is a file, not a directory. Okay. So let me go back. Okay. So guys, fine. Now I want to delete this entire directory now, the DevOps. Okay. So under DevOps, I have two files, that is a Swaroop on directory and one file name called as a Tushar. I want to delete everything. Okay. Whatever the content is there under DevOps, I want to delete everything. So how to do that? Okay. So for that, execute the command rm. Okay. That means remove. Okay. Hyphen rf. That means forcefully I am removing here. So whatever the content here, sorry, DevOps, okay, slash, and whatever the content is there, right, under DevOps, everything will get deleted here. And you can see it is successfully deleted. You can see the file. You won't find this DevOps now. See, it is clear. What it stands for? List out last recursive time, guys. Okay, LTR stands for. So what is this? LTR stands for means last recursive time. That means the file it was last used. That time it indicates here. Okay, if you use only ls, it will only list out the file here. Okay, if you want to get the full information regarding your files or directories, at that time you can use this hyphen ltr extra parameter, that is a last recursive time. Okay, it will shows the last recently used time here of the file.
Hi, sir. This is Ram here. Sir, can we use RM hyphen RF in real time also, sir?
No, don't use that one. We can use, but be careful when executing this command. Okay, if you lost the file, it will be totally lost. You can't recover also. Don't execute those. And be careful whenever you're executing this RM icon RF. Okay. Fine, guys. Now, if you want to install any of the packages, guys, here, okay, like any of the softwares, how we is to install in your Windows machine by using the command. First, we need to download that exe file. Sorry. So how usually we used to do? First, we need to download the exe file and then we need to install that application. Okay. So how we need to do the same in the Linux box. Okay. So for that, we can use the command yum. Okay. Yum install. This is the command, guys. Sorry. Yum install is the common command. Okay. So for this one, I needs to give which software you wants to use install here. Okay. So let me take the example of Git. Okay. Yum install Git. Okay. It will install the Git software. Okay. And okay, let it be. Fine. So let me use only this thing. Okay. Now I'm going to install Git here. Okay. So yum install Git. It will install a Git now. Okay. Enter. Okay, now you can see, guys, it is asking for my permission whether I need to install or no. Okay, So first it is downloaded all these things, and now it is asking my permission. If I give yes, then it will install the git. Okay, otherwise it is not going to install here. Okay, so hence I will give y. Okay, that means y stands for yes, it has to install. Okay, enter. Now see, it is installing the git now. If you want to check the installation is success or no, by executing git ---- version, you execute this command. If you get the output, then your installation is success. Here you can see git version 2.23.1. that means I have done the installation correctly. Okay, so now guys, if it is asking for my yes or no permission, right? So I don't want those things. Okay, it has to install directly. It should not ask any yes or no here. Interrupt, that is a user interruption here. Okay, then pass the extra parameter -y. Okay, it will install automatically. It will not ask for any user interruption here. Okay, so git is already installed here. Let me remove this and use tree. Okay, copy. Now I'm installing the tree software. Okay, now it will not ask any user permission here, that is yeah, y yes or no. Okay, like in a git, while installing the git, it asks us permission, right, to install or no. Like the same manner here, it won't ask now. Okay, enter. See, it has successfully installed and completed also. Now you can execute tree here. Okay, okay, as it is showing, it is nothing is now available. Okay, and 0 directories and 0 files. Okay, so what its tree shows means, just a second, sorry, home directory Ec2 User, just a second. Yes, then okay, so let me clear the screen and execute tree here. Okay, like that it will show tree means. Okay, so graphically it will show, guys. That's it. Clear? Clear, guys? Any doubts?
Yes, sir.
And
Sir,
X stands for executable. Yeah.
installing application, you have said we are using yum command. Can we use wget command also, sir?
Which command?
Wget WEGET.
So wget we used for whenever you wants to download application from the website. Okay, at that time we needs to use it, will just downloads, and later on we can do the config installation part. These are all the predefined packages which is available with the Red Hat. Okay, so those packages we are installing like this. Okay, so in another way, if you wants to install like Apache Maven. Okay, Maven. So this is the Apache Maven software. If you wants to do the installation here, okay, at that time we use wget. Okay, like this, copy link address. Okay, then go to your terminal and use the command wget. Okay, and paste the URL. Okay, now it is downloading from the website. It has downloaded. Sorry, shit, sorry. It has downloaded in the bin directory. Okay, let's see. Got it. Now only this application software has downloaded. If you wants to download any of this application software from the URL, you needs to use wget. Clear?
Clear, sir.
Okay. And yes, X stands for executable, Sandeep. Okay. You'll come to know about when taking the what do you call permissions, and I will come to know about this. What is read, write, X, all those things. Okay, guys, fine. So tomorrow we'll continue here. Okay. Okay, guys. Bye. Take care. Tomorrow we'll continue at the same time,
Hello.
7 a.m. Okay. Yeah.
Session is over for today.
Yeah, it is over. Because
Okay.
some of them are joining. Okay, so they are still joining. Hence, we are taking one session, 1 or 2 hour session only. So by next week onwards, it will be fully fledged from 7 to 10.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Okay. Your good name?
Ramakrishna from Bangalore.
Okay, Ramakrishna. Fine, fine.
Thank you.
Because some
Thank
of them are still joining here. Okay, hence if we go fast, it will be a problem for them also, right? So hence we are going slow. So 1 or 2 weeks
you.
will slow. After that will be normal only. Okay.
Okay, okay, got it. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Fine. Okay, guys. Bye.
Mm,
Take care. Have a great day. If any doubts, let me know.
tomorrow same
Yeah.
time, right?
Yeah. Same time, 7 a.m. IST. Any doubts, guys? If not, okay, guys. Bye. Take care. Have a great day. Happy weekend. Bye.